Hello class 3. So welcome to your ICT lesson, which is Information and Communication Technology. And in today's ICT lesson, we will start a new topic, which is Flowchart. Okay, so what is a flowchart? We have done flowcharts in our literacy as well. We have done it earlier once in our ICT class as well. So any idea what's a flowchart? Yes, it is a diagram that represents a set of instructions. Okay, or a flowchart is also used to write a process in an explanation text, you remember? So flowchart is made up of few boxes and arrows. All right, so see, it uses standard symbols to represent the different types of instructions. Okay, so all you have to remember is flowchart is a diagram that represents a set of instructions. Okay, and what are instructions, children, in ICT? Yes, algorithm. Yes, set of instructions are known as an algorithm. Yes, okay. So these are few shapes which we use while making a flowchart. Okay, there are many more, but for now we will try to understand these shapes. All right, this shape is generally found in the beginning and at the end. Okay, so whenever you start writing a flowchart or you start drawing a flowchart, the first is the start. Okay, and that is, if you see this symbol, that means the flowchart has started from here. Okay, then there will always be an arrow, okay, which tells you the sequence of the flowchart. Okay, so flow of sequence or direction of the process. Okay, as I said, flowchart is also used to explain the process. We use flowcharts in an explanation text, right? Along with that, we also use flowchart to write the instructions. Okay, so this arrow tells you the sequence. Okay, then this rectangular box is the box which represents the action which is done. Okay, what is to be done, or the instruction or the process. Okay, if we are talking about an explanation text, it will tell you the process, or else it will tell you the instructions. Okay, this one is new for you, but this time we are going to discuss this as well. This box, which is in a shape of a rhombus, is actually a decision box. Okay, we will talk about it in our upcoming classes, but for today we'll concentrate on these three symbols. All right, okay, that's great. So now let's try to make a flowchart using the rectangles, arrows, and the start and the end shapes. Okay, we'll talk about the decision box later, as I've already said. So the flowchart which I'm making is from your numeracy lesson. We are talking about making a complex addition problem easier by searching for the pair of numbers which make 10 or a multiple of 10, right? So let's make a flowchart, all right, for the same. So the question is, make a flowchart to show the steps involved in adding 17 plus 5 plus 7 plus 4. Okay, so this is a complex addition, and we are trying to solve it in a form of a flowchart. All right, so let's see. What will we do first? What are the steps? The first step is to look for the pair of numbers which make a 10 or a multiple of 10. So 17 plus 3 makes 20, right? It's a multiple of 10. So add 17 plus 3. That's the first thing we should do, right? And then add 5 to the sum of 17 plus 3. So the sum of 17 plus 3 is 20 and we'll add 5 to it. So that becomes 25. Now the last number is 4. So add 4 to the sum of 17, 3 and 5. So 17 plus 3 is 20, 20 plus 5, 25, 25 plus 4 is 29. And that's how your answer, like you will be able to solve this complex problem. Okay, so what we have done it, we have represented it in the form of a flow chart using these shapes, the start and the end button and the rectangular box. Doesn't look like a rectangle, but it's a rectangular box. Okay, so this is how a flow chart is made. Here in this flow chart, we are talking about the steps. All right, we are talking about the steps which are involved while solving an addition problem, which is 17 plus 5 plus 3 plus 4. All right, children. Okay, thank you. Now, children, the assignment in ICT. So what I'm doing is I'm interlinking your ICT with numeracy today. Okay. Yes. So what you have to do is, as we have discussed flow charts today, so you have to draw 2 flow charts. Okay. The first flow chart will show the steps to add these numbers. Okay, so you have to make a flow chart to show the steps while adding these. All right, these numbers. Okay, and you'll make another flow chart, and that flow chart will show the steps which are involved while measuring a right angle using a protractor. You all know how to measure a right angle? Yes. So you have to tell the steps which are used to measure the right angle. All right. Okay. All of this work should be done in your ICT notebook, and do submit it to me by Saturday, please. Thank you.